Why play Lux Mid? Well, she is very easy to pick up and play. She has massive range, she's a beast in a team fight, and she brings explosive damage. However, she doesn't have any mobility at all, and she can be mana hungry with long cooldowns in the early game. Lux's passive is her abilities mark a champion for 6 seconds. Hitting a marked champion with an auto attack or her ultimate will consume the mark to deal bonus damage. Lux's Q is a straight line skill shot, which affects the first 2 enemies hit, which deals damage to them and roots them. Lux's W throws out a skill shot in a direction, and after hitting maximum range, it then comes back to her. All allies this passes over gets a shield, and she gets a shield on the way out and way back. Lux's E throws out a circle on the floor, which slows all enemies within. After 5 seconds, or when this is reactivated, it deals damage to all enemies within. Lux's ultimate is a long-range rectangular skill shot, which deals damage to all enemies hit. For combos, use Q into your E. From here, attack, then detonate your E, and use ultimate before attacking again. Your longer range combo is to simply use Q, E, and ultimate to deal massive damage from long range. And one of the reasons Lux is so great is she doesn't have to interact with her opponent if she doesn't want to. At level 6, even without items, your E into your ultimate will full clear a wave. And since your ultimate has such a low cooldown, you can do this every other wave to essentially ignore fighting your opponent. For matchups, Lux is amazing into lower mobility champions who she easily locks down and one-shots. And she can struggle into assassins who will be able to get onto her. For runes, take this. Comet is pretty guaranteed with your Q and slow from E. For build orders, start Ring and Pot into a Ludens and tier 2 boots. After this, a Storm Surge and Shadow Flame is amazing at one-shotting champions before finishing a build with any of these as needed. For skill orders, start E then Q then W before maxing E then Q then W, taking ult whenever you can. For summoner spells, take Flash and Teleport. However, Barrier also has amazing value when into those assassins who want to kill you. Starting the game, as Lux, you're looking to farm hard and poke hard. Your mana costs at this point are quite high, but every time you can use E to push the wave and poke your opponent at the same time, go for it. During laning phase, E is pretty much the only spell you're going to be using, and you're only going to use your Q and W when you can either get massive damage off or to escape a gank or engage. And if you do ever use Q to get a chunk of damage on your opponent, make sure that afterwards, while the spell's on cooldown, you play safely. Your Q is your lifeline, and it's often the thing stopping your opponent engaging from you or the jungler from being able to easily gank you. When you have your lost chapter and are at least level 5 with 3 points in your E, you'll be in a much better spot to simply spam these at your opponent. And when you hit level 6, you can either push the wave as I showed earlier, or you can threaten massive kill potential on your enemy laner. Entering the mid game, your bot lane will come mid, which puts you in a side lane. You're not naturally a split pusher, so just push it out as far as you can safely for maximum golden experience and group back with your team. Entering late game team fights, you want to play as the backline mage. You want to be absolutely spamming E's. If you catch a squishy with these, it's gonna do half their health. Make sure to W over your entire team, and when your Q hits something important, fire everything. And that's how to play Lux Mid. If this video helped you, leave a like and comment below who you want to see next.